Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Raidhyn, and I am back with this war of mine. We are on night 3, and we're just about to go and explore. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to go hit up the garage, because we don't really have much for trade, but I want to make sure that I go to some of the places I haven't explored yet in order to see if I can find anything of value. In the last episode, we kind of like traded away most of our trade goods. So if we can find some things that are good for trading, that would be awesome. We traded a bunch for a whole bunch of wood previously. So what I'm on the lookout here is for weapon parts, weapons, any type of valuables. And then, no, I want to keep these components. Thank you. And these components, because I'm going to need quite a few of those to upgrade our workbenches. And that's kind of the next thing that I'm looking to do. Let's see what this note says. Someone scrawled on the wall, "No more hiding. We meet in heaven." That's a little creepy. All right, so we have some areas here where we can hide. They said that there's... Oh, boy. I need meds for my father. Do you have some? Oh, this guy has a lot of great stuff. He's even got a saw blade. I don't really have much that I can trade to him, though. Sorry, man. No meds. Please bring some bandages or medication. Maybe I'll come back with one of those items, see if we can't trade for something really good. In the meantime, let's try to take everything that's not marked as their actual property. I think we're still good on food. We traded for some food, and I think Bruno can cook us some more stuff. I just want to make sure that we fill up our knapsack, fill up our backpack, and come away with everything that we possibly can. And then maybe tomorrow we can see about coming back with some food and getting the saw blade from him. Alright, let's... Is there anywhere else that we can go without completely invading this guy's space? Probably not. We can go check in on his dad, I guess. Let's see if he's gonna get angry with us coming in here. Hey, get out. Okay. Okay, my bad, dude. Sorry. I'll be on my merry. We can pick up some wood here on the way out. We filled up our backpack, so I think this is gonna be good for now. Yep, there we go. We got some wood. Always an important resource in any survival game. By God, what would we do without trees? All right. Let's see how everybody else is doing and if we got raided or not. Night was calm. That's excellent. We brought plenty of components. Bruno, you're still slightly wounded, so let's put you to bed. Marco, you're really tired. But it looks like Pavel's wounds have healed, which is good. So we're going to have him do the work while Marco takes a nap. So Pavel, let's see what we can build here. We have enough components to pretty much build whatever we want. Let's see if we can afford to upgrade this workbench. And it looks like we can, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm not sure if this is the best order in which to be upgrading things. I know we need food, buddy. Don't worry, I'm gonna feed you here in a minute. And after this, the next thing I want to get operational is our distillery setup, so we can start having more consistent items to trade. Looks like we can trade for a saw blade, and we can finally start making real weapons. Let's go ahead and we'll make our saw blade for our return visit, where I guess we'll exchange some medicine. All right. Let's see if we have enough resources to build something else. Looks like we can build our rainwater collector. We'll go ahead and we'll make that. We'll drop it in. Where to put this? Let's just go ahead and put it right here. by the rest of the work area. Do we have any bio updates? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Pavel's got one. My story, all the shelling, sniper fire, and lack of supplies makes you want to hide away, sit down and cry, but we cannot let them crush our spirit. We have to show them that they can't take away our dignity. It's difficult here, but you know how we did it on our street? All right, Pavel. We get it. I feel the pain. All right, so once we get this alcohol system created, then we'll be able to start trading for common goods with alcohol, which will be really helpful. Oh, it looks like somebody needs help. All right, let's go see what this guy needs. Doesn't look too threatening. She doesn't. Let's see what she needs. Save people from a collapsed building. Thank goodness you're here. A shell hit a tenement down the street and people are buried beneath rubble. Please help me pull them out. Every pair of hands is needed. We will organize a makeshift hospital for the wounded at my home. I have beds and medical supplies. Will you help? Alright, so I believe if we say yes, Pavel will go with her. And then we'll be down to Marco and Bruno. It looks like we've got more bio updates. Day 4. The people from that collapsed house have good neighbors who didn't leave them to their fate. Many others are less fortunate. And for Marco, we just had to go help our neighbors. They would probably do the same for us. Alright, we're gonna let Marco sleep since he's very tired. We're gonna cook some things up for Bruno, and then we're gonna see if we have the supplies to make some more food. We do have some meat and vegetables, so I think we should be able to make something. Yep, we just need 2 fuel, and then we can make 4 meals, which will be good. So this is around the point in the game where we're gonna have to start taking more risks with where and how we get our supplies. And like I said in the first video, I'm gonna do whatever we have to try to make it through. I highly doubt that I'll be successful on my first playthrough, and I'm sure that I'll end up learning a lot of things. Bruno, go sleep, man. But we should see at least something good happened. Alright, so hungry, content, slightly wounded. We'll put Bruno on guard. Marco, you're gonna have to go out. So if we go back to the shelled cottage, no, the garage, that's where they wanted some medicine. So let's go take this medication, and we'll take the saw blade as well. And we'll go back and try to help these guys out and see what we can't get in return, trade-wise. Yep, I brought you some meds. What can I give you for this? Alright, so there's what looks like an axe. He also has a number of other things. Let's see if he'll part ways with the axe. Some food, and what else can we get off of this guy? Maybe a crowbar. Nope, that's a little too much, it looks like. Maybe this. Man. Maybe if we don't take the food, but instead go for some other more minor things, but that are harder to come by. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so let's go up here. We can saw our way through this part now. Looks like the hatchet's a weapon. Which is actually kind of useful because I really don't want to have to... There are ways to make melee effective. I was doing a little bit of reading about it. We haven't run into any bad guys yet. Oh, we only get 1 use off of the saw blade? That kind of sucks. But maybe it'll pay off with with good stuff on this side of the garage. And see what's in all these filing cabinets and other areas. Food, that's totally worth it. Got some vegetables. Wood I'm not as excited about, but we'll take a stack just because. Auto repair. Alright, that was good. Bring a cigarette back for Bruno so he can stop complaining about how he hasn't had one in days. As a smoker, I know that feeling. I know it all too well. Okay, let's see. It looks like that's all for here. Let's check down here in the basement. See what we have. It'd be nice to find some more valuables, but it's highly unlikely. Found an electrical part, which is good. And some more components. A little bit hesitant to take those, but we can fill up our pouch on the way back if we don't find anything more valuable. These herbs, the tobacco... Oh, that's actual tobacco. It's not just herbs. That's kind of awesome, actually. Alright, let's check this room up here, and then we'll fill our pockets on the way out. Anything? Who do we have? Is this where Grandpa's hanging out? Looks that way. It's barricaded. Alright, fair enough. Let's check down here. I guess we'll pick up these components, since those are going to be the most important for creating new items. And we'll pick up some wood as well. And we'll head out. So let's run to the exit. I feel like this was alright. We found some food out of trading for the saw blade. We had to trade away our last medicine. But, you know, we helped somebody out, which is good. Hopefully that'll buy us some goodwill if we end up coming back to the garage. So here we are on day 5. We're going to go ahead and finish out day 5 and scavenge one last time. Pavel returned after helping out the people. Alright. Pavel, hungry, content, and tired. Pavel, let's get you some food. Marco, the deal I made in the garage will benefit people as well. So I wonder what the side effect is of having people who are content. If that just makes them feel better, or what kind of the side effects are of all of that. Alright, so we have enough components and wood now to make our moonshine still. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll put it over here, I guess. It seems legit. Marco's feeling tired. Ooh, is that because we have an axe now? We can break our bed? Interesting. Let's see. We can make another saw blade. Let's see what we need to upgrade this workbench. We're gonna need more wood, more parts. Let's go ahead and make another saw blade just because I feel like they're gonna come in handy in the future. Let's look at Marco's bio. I'm glad we could trade with those men. We could do it again. Maybe we will do that. Alright, Bruno, let's see if... Well, actually, I don't think we have any food for you to make. We have fertilizer. Organic waste we can use as fertilizer in our garden to grow herbs or vegetables, or as bait in a trap for small animals. Okay, so that wasn't food. It looks like food's going to be the priority next. Pavel, you can go to sleep. And Marco, we're going to see if we can't start making some alcohol. Nope, we used all of our components. So we're just going to hang out for a second, see if anybody comes to trade today. But yeah, it's nice when you can do nice things for your neighbors. I'm not sure what the content status does, but I know that one of the things that can happen in this game is if your characters get depressed enough, they'll just straight up commit suicide. So one of the things that you have to do is kind of maintain a Oh, wait a minute. Does this axe icon mean that I can chop down these things for wood? Let's go see. So I know that you need to maintain like good psychic health for your group. You can't let them go off the deep end, so to speak, and I know that that's one of the side effects of stealing is guilt and eventual depression from that. Oh wow, that's fantastic. All right, so let's chop up all of this extra stuff in the house and get us some free wood. I didn't realize that picking up an axe would do that, but that's really awesome because wood is such a hassle to bring back from other places simply because of the fact that you can only carry 2 stacks per inventory slot, and that just makes bringing wood back completely brutal because you have to pass by all these other opportunities. And we're not going to get any direct components out of this, but even just the fact that we're also getting fuel is really helpful because every time we cook, we use fuel, and eventually when the temperature starts getting lower in winter, we're going to be needing to heat our shelter. So the fact that we're able to get a bunch of wood and fuel out of this is really cool, something I didn't know about before. So that's very, very welcome. And 24 pieces of wood, that's awesome. That would be like 2 full nights of just picking up wood. All right, let's take a look at what we have left to do on the build list. All right, looks like we've built all of these items. We haven't built a heater yet, which we can do when we get more components. To upgrade this, we just need more components. To upgrade this, we're gonna need some things I've never even seen before. But, you know, for now, let's just go ahead and sit down and we'll advance to the next evening, since it doesn't look like anybody is gonna show up for trade. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and scavenge out this night on the next video. But for now, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying this. I do plan on recording my entire playthrough of this awesome game, and hopefully we can see if we can survive through this war. So, with all of that being said, I'll see you next time on the next episode of This War of Mine.